Hi friends, welcome to Pause and Roots lesson. 2 times 2 gives you 4. 2 times 2 times 2 gives you 8. Whereas 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 gives you 16. Now, in all these operations, you notice that 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2, 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is a long writing and it occupies more space. How do you shorten this 2 times 2 and 2 times 2 times 2? Being a small two digit number, you can occupy less space comparatively. But what if the line or the operation was 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2? You can't write this on a paper which is really small. How do you shorten this and write it? This is when you use a power. So, yeah, a power is nothing but a representation of multiple multiplications with a number. So over here we have 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Now, how many 2's are there? One, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 2's, which is nothing but if you multiply 2 by itself 4 times, you're going to get 16. So here we have a sentence. You multiply 2 4 times by itself means 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. 4 times 2 by itself, which is nothing but 4 times 2 multiplied by itself. So, how do we express it as a power? As I said, power is just a representation of multiple multiplications. So, we can represent it as 2 to the power 4. Now, this is the power. So, if there is a number written on top of any number like this, it can be 3 times 3 to the power 4, or it can be 2 to the power 6. All it means is 3 multiplied by itself 4 times. Now, what is this? 2 multiplied by itself 6 times. I'm just going to clear the screen. Yeah. So, let me take the example 2 power 5. Now, by this time, you could have understood that any number, power some number, is the number multiplied by itself to the power. So we have 2 to the power 5. We need to multiply 2 by itself 5 times. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Let's count how many 2's are there in this whole sentence. We have 2 2's, the first one. We have 2 2's again. And we have 1 2 left. So how much we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 2's, and this is nothing but 2 to the power 5. Now let's check the result. What is 2 times 2? 4. What is 4 times 2? 8. What's 8 times 2? 16. What is 16 times 2? 32. So 32 is the result. Now we can express it as 2 to the power 5, nothing but 2 multiplied by itself 5 times is equal to 32. Now, how do I find what's the number making this 32? Or how do I find by which number should the same number be multiplied, and how many times should it be multiplied by itself to give 32? That's what you call a root. So, what we have here is a tree, and these are the leaves. And what we have here, this is the root. Root is nothing but what is the base, or what forms this whole set of stem and leaves. So, in mathematics, root of any number means the number by itself multiplied should give a square number. Now, before explaining roots in detail, I'm going to tell you what is a square number and what is a cube number. Square number means anything square. Now, square is the shape, but numbers we can take square as anything multiplied by itself. Means power is 2. I have 4 power 2, which can also be said as 4 square. Now the symbol of square is nothing but the same power 2, right? So now I can say 5 power 2 as 5 square, and I can say 6 power 2 as 6 square. So it's similar to that. And cube is nothing but anything power 3. So if I have 6 power 3, I can say it as 6 cube, and cube is nothing but 3 to the power 3. Now, how did this square and cube get its name? If you take a square, I'll just clear the screen again. If you take a square, it is a two-dimensional figure. Whereas if you take a cube, it is a three-dimensional figure. So that's why we call anything power 2 as square or a square number, or and anything power 3 we call as a cube number. Now let's come to the